welcome her to Alabama as we cross the Independence Bridge, as we cross the Alabama River. Welcome here.
Thank you.
I'm walking and talking with my mind.
Being on this march with John Lewis, Jesse Jackson, all the people that actually made the history, who were the first marchers, that's what's meaningful to me. Seems like such a short bridge, but gosh, it was such a major move forward for this country.
What happened in Selma, Alabama, was never, ever happen again in America.
I want to meet my Jesus. I want to meet my Jesus. I want to meet my Jesus. I'm going to live with God.
This, of course, was the time during the great protesters and the police spraying the fire hoses on them and sicking the dogs on them. It just reminds us that it takes courage to stand up against what you know is wrong and what you know is unjust.
If you can't see me, you won't be in the picture. All right, we're going to take several pictures. It's an absolutely gorgeous day today.
The fear that you probably would have felt facing those state troopers.
The major said, order you, this is an unlawful march, will not be allowed to continue.
Knowing what fate awaited you and continue to be brave and courageous for the sake of freedom.
John, they're going against us.
Is one of the most moving experiences I've ever had in my life.
Oh, freedom over me.
He moved in 1954.
And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave.
A great speaker, a great organizer, but above all, he was a man of courage.
God came down and visited Martin and asked him to keep fighting for truth and justice and righteousness.
I tell the story now how my dad was in the Navy, and even in his Navy uniform, he couldn't go in a restaurant with his white Navy buddies. That makes me sad that he didn't live to see the change.
And go home to my Lord and be free.
We as human beings are capable of being strong, of being courageous, of being nonviolent to achieve a cause.
The end of that song says, I'm not going to make it shine, I'm going to let it shine. And now that's a very nice sentiment. But sometimes you got to make it shine. And that's what the civil rights activists did.
Sometimes it only takes one person to stand up and others will come alongside of you. So I think for all of us, we want to be the one that stands. We want to be the one that calls out the injustice where we see it.
We, for future generations, make sure that we not only have political power, but we also have economic power. And preserving that political power, not just for black people, but brown people, for all people.
Conviction, faith, assurance, and confidence in the right. And I think if you're that, and you have faith that the might will not prevail, but right will, you'll keep on keeping on.
Oppression and injustice still exists. I think of 12 million people who are in this country right now, and I think that's our next big civil rights movement, is to figure out a way to allow 12 million undocumented people to become equal citizens under the law.
We're trying to create one society when we can forget about race and color and see people as citizens. We want to move on.
It's just something I'll never forget and want to take in every aspect of my life.
We're not there yet, but we're on our way.